Come on, man. 3 inches. 3 inches, that should be how tall your grass is. It's in the HOA, read it. Don't make me come over there and do it for you. You're lowering my property value. Work very hard for this trailer. Hello. Hi, friends. Welcome back. It's Violent But True Bedtime Stories with me, the First Sergeant. And we have new bedtime stories for you that are extra violent. The kind of stories that will make our enemies shit themselves as I tell them. Now, I'm very excited to share these stories with you and some new friends of mine in my new neighborhood. And they all live right out there. Bunch of damn cowboys. Well, let's get started, shall we? Paul Ray Smith. This is a story about a Texas-born, Florida-raised American badass. Born in El Paso, Texas, Paul grew up living the American dream, skateboarding, playing football, and tinkering on high-octane American muscle cars. At the age of 9, his parents left the great state of Texas to Florida, where he would graduate high school and later join the United States Army in 1989. He would be assigned to the 9th Engineer Battalion in Germany, where he would soon find himself in the beautiful but god-awful smelling, desolate shithole of Iraq. Supporting the Persian Gulf War. After swiftly crushing the paper tiger forces of Saddam Hussein, he would return to Germany and later deploy in support of Operation Joint Endeavor and Operation Joint Guardian. Smith had been accustomed to being deployed and again found himself in a foreign land in 2001, this time Kosovo. He was really racking up those frequent flyer miles. That was good. I was drinking when I wrote that. In 2003, now Sergeant First Class, Smith would deploy back to the shithole known as Iraq, this time supporting 2nd Battalion's 7th Infantry Division. Their mission, to take BIOP and secure it for multinational forces. It was April 4th. They had just handed a generous smackdown to a small company of Iraqis blocking a road to the airport. Fortifying a small walled compound to house the Iraqis captured from the engagement, Smith's men had observed another sizable force of Iraqis gathering around the compound, and they were not looking to share any gutter chai. Smith did not hesitate to act. Ready to crush a few more souls, he called for a nearby Bradley and 3 M113s to bring some heavy hate upon the gathering enemy. Rockets and mortars erupted as the team closed upon them. The Bradley took heavy damage and withdrew from the engagement, while one of the M13s was hit by indirect fire, leaving the soldiers wounded within. With the battle taking an unexpected turn and casualties mounting, the enemy gained high ground in an adjacent tower. Smith took command of the situation and ordered the remaining 113s to focus their fire on the tower while another team positioned to breach it from the opposite side. Throwing his massive balls over his shoulder, Smith manned one of the exposed M113's heavy machine guns and exchanged overwhelming firepower to the concealed fighters above. This allowed the breaching team an opportunity to maneuver on the objective. He expensed well-disciplined automatic belt-fed fury upon the enemy. The breaching team had successfully gained entry, destroyed the enemy within, and the gunfire soon fell silent. Sergeant First Class Smith would be found slumped over his weapon. He had sustained over a dozen gunshot wounds that had shattered his protective vest. 3 ammo cans lay at his feet, and brass casings piled in mounds. His dedication to his brothers while in the face of certain death did not waver. And his determination saved the lives of his soldiers, his teammates, and even the captured prisoners. Smith wrote to his family before leaving for the sandbox a letter. In it, it said, "There are two ways to come home: stepping off the plane and being carried off the plane. It doesn't matter how I come home, I am prepared to give it all, that I am to ensure that all of my boys make it home." Sergeant First Class Paul Ray Smith's ashes were scattered in the Gulf of Mexico, where he loved to fish, and a marker bears his name at Arlington National Cemetery. 2 years later, his son was presented the Medal of Honor by President George W. Bush. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.